Hey, here I am aboard the Megabus on my way to that Philadelphia convention I mentioned in my last video. Eli, what's the name? What's the exact name of the convention we're going to?
The Great Philadelphia Comic Con.
The Great Philadelphia Comic Con. All right, and these are our other two traveling companions, Arsenio and
Sam.
Sam, yes. I'm very bad with names.
Okay.
I only remembered his because they told me it like 3 minutes ago.
Haven't Arsenio.
Well, yes, and Arsenio's a very easy to remember name. So this is a double-decker bus, so the street is way down there. And any efforts of not making every... Oh, by the way, that's the Javits Center where Comic-Con is typically held. And in the interest of not sounding like an idiot talking about every little thing, I'm gonna end this part of the video right here. Well, here we are in Philadelphia, and it is raining. A bunch of other people are getting off because there's actually a stop before our hotel. Fortunately, it's an indoor convention, so the lousy weather will not have an effect on our good time. And, oh cool, my camera's designed to focus on the raindrops on the glass. That's kind of awesome.
Thank you.
And as I stand out in the rain, I reflect on the knowledge of when you want to travel, make sure you're not sticking your umbrella in your pack-away luggage. Always keep your umbrella in your carry-on. Is that my bag? Oh yeah, that's my bag. Awesome.
I see a hat. Okay.
Wait, they just put my bag out without me here? What jerks? Ah. And now I'm crammed in the backseat of a car. Turns out the bus took us about a half hour away from the convention location. So, you know, here's Sam, here's Arsenio, and Eli called Shotgun. And here's our driver. Why don't you say hello for us?
Hi. Trying to figure out where we're going.
Alright, so as we don't actually live in Philadelphia and have no idea how to navigate around here, we are GPSing it. Where would we be without modern technology?
Using maps.
Yes.
Why is this not coming up?
I mean, look at me. I'm the only one using like a dedicated camera here, while everyone else has smartphones and stuff. Comparatively, I'm the Luddite.
That's not true. When I take photos at conventions, I use a camera, not my phone.
Yeah.
I don't.
As you should, because smartphones don't really, you know, their batteries drain too much. You don't want to be wasting your battery taking pictures of everybody when you might need to call someone.
And they get stranded.
Yes. Okay, hopefully the next time I open my camera, we will actually be at the convention hall and not stuck in a huge traffic jam. And here we are in the parking lot of the Hotel Garden Inn, the Hilton Garden Inn, where we will be staying for the weekend. And this is the car that we were crammed like sardines in for the past 45 minutes. I cannot feel anything below my waist.
Come on, kids.
And it looks like we are in the middle of freaking nowhere.
That's not. We're not in the middle of nowhere.
Great hotel choice, Eli. Up, you okay?
Is that yours?
Who's what, mine? Yes, that is mine. Alright, and here we are.
Let's just leave all our stuff to charge and stuff.
Yes, we are officially in the hotel. If I can figure out how to open this curtain, we can get a nice view.
We can walk there.
There we go. Yep. Got a nice view of those guys, I don't know, planting grass seed. I don't know what the heck they're doing. What are they doing on that hill? Planting seed? It looks like they're laying down the... And now that we have some daylight in here.
I can do it before we go.
Yep. There's a good space for 5 people to spend a weekend. A couple of beds, nice plush chair, TV,
If we go eat or whatever.
and of course, electricity. And I'm hoping this place has Wi-Fi, right? And here we are at the Expo Center itself. We're
Not very.
the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center. Yep, and here we all are. We are carrying stuff for the Power Rangers who are guests at this event. Yep, I'm carrying a poster tube that belongs to the Black Ranger, and everybody else has all the other Rangers' luggage. We're an entourage. So entourages get to enter here. Rolling.
Welcome to Philadelphia Comic Con! You looking for me? Hey buddy, how you doing? How you doing? That's somebody saying Volare.
Well, this is going to be the usual format. You get to see all the pictures I took at the convention of all the awesome people in costumes. And this time we'll be interspersed with some videos I took as well of interesting exhibits. Actually, here's one coming up right now. Crazy Thomas stuff. Check it out. It's Thomas the Tank Engine. And he's drunk. This is what he's like without any track to run on. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing the thing. That's right. Drunken Thomas the Tank Engine contains a giant robot. Oh my god, this convention is barely 45 minutes in and I've already spent like I actually don't want to say how much I spent because it's actually an embarrassing number for 45 minutes. I think I've actually gone through my entire weekend con budget. Hopefully I won't see any other impulse purchases. But seriously, look at this cool stuff they have here. Nice. The Greater Philadelphia Comic Con is a relatively small venue. It's not even as big as the Rhode Island Comic Con, but that's okay because the relative smallness of this convention means that you aren't shoved shoulder to shoulder against all the other con goers. I mean, I've coined the term meat river for what New York Comic Con feels like now, because when you're in that exhibit hall, you're pretty much shoulder to shoulder with everybody else there. So at least here you have a lot more room to walk around, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad convention, because there's still a lot of great stuff here. In fact, I think I spent more money at this convention than I did in my last two combined. Oh, and these costumes are really cool. Let's take a video because they're actually really cool. Check out, this Hawk Girl has rigged wings. When she pulls on those... See how the wings unfurl?
Here, honey, this is your son.
And then they fold away. That's awesome. And show your proton pack.
Oh, sure, okay.
Nice. Look at that. All the bells and whistles and LEDs. Can I get a close up of the panel? Look at that. Even as a little indicator.
This is standby mode. Then I power it up. And then she's ready to fire.
Look at that.
And here's the burst fire mode.
That is way more detailed than this thing ever needed to have.
No, I needed it.
I mean, you have to expect the thing to actually start shooting proton beams out. That is truly an amazing prop
Hey,
for a costume. Oh yeah, look at all the details on the backpack of it.
I'll make it overheat. Right?
Yeah, I'm filming. Look at everything on this thing. The little blue LED is completely full. Does that mean it's overheated? That's so great.
It does have sound, but I didn't.
And I thought an almost perfectly movie-accurate backpack was cool. Here's a steampunk version. All kinds of LEDs and a plasma disc and all kinds of awesome stuff. Now that's cool on a whole different level. That's just awesome. we're nearing the end of the first day, so let's finish this first day off with a quick walk around of the convention hall so you could see it. Okay, so now it is just about 8:30. The convention officially closes at 9, but of course by this time a lot of it's already starting to wind down. Over there is the autograph lines. Out of respect to the celebrities, I'm not gonna film them without their permission. And you know, these are all the booths. Let's gonna take a quick walk through. And check out the Sheldon doll there. Notable because, you know, that's how I'm dressed. Yeah, so tons of collectibles, shirts. Look at this. This is like an Uhura dress for pets. This is a thing. That's a thing that exists. Okay, then you got a whole bunch of Lego minifigures. You got people who have their unique creations. I really should get around to painting my own mallow. Seeing these mallows customized makes me remember that I bought one of these things like forever ago and I never got around to actually doing anything with it. Let's see, you got your standard refreshment stands and then your artist alley. Lots of great talented people. All peddling their wares. Very nice looking stuff. Just doing a quick walk through here. Look at how big some of these displays can get. Obviously some are very proficient. That's quite unique. That's just slightly disturbing. Here are the Zamibo guys. Remember them from Big Apple Comic Con? They have a few extra Zamiibos here, including some toads. And there's a clicker toad from The Last of Us. There's Golden Mario. As you can see, it looks like it's a body that's been covered in gold, and when the gold chips away, you can see the body underneath. It's kind of morbid. This was a villager made into Jason Voorhees. Of course, you got you got a fan character Sonic there. You got your Super Sonic. He told me that to make the spines upturn like that, you have to get at it with a heat gun and really heat it up until the point where it starts to melt. Only then will the bend actually be permanent. Of course, I actually had something that I never thought I would be able to find ever. Earlier, I bought this from them. The coveted GameCube controller adapter for the Wii U. Now I'll be able to play Smash Bros. For the Wii U the way it was always meant to be. And of course, these guys, they actually have some of the incredibly hard to find amiibos. There's a Shulk right there. Earlier they also had some King DVDs, and as you can see, they even have an Ike. Hopefully Nintendo will get around to making these a little easier to find in the future, but for now, distributors like these guys are your best bet. They even have this whole little Zamiibo, the Amiibola symptoms. Alright, I lingered around there a little bit too long because I bought something expensive from them. But, alright, there's the exits. We're not heading there just yet. Well, there's some very nice Avatar cosplayers. And of course, you always got your bead spriters. Bead sprites are always very nice. And then you got your little things that you wouldn't really find in American retailers very often. Like cons are so awesome. I actually bought a bead sprite from her. She's pretty cool. Then you go here. Yeah, you get all the figures and the prints. This guy actually has a Metroplex. Metroplex is awesome, but I really don't have room in my house for him. I must avoid the temptation to buy a Metroplex at all costs. And of course, it wouldn't be a comic convention if you didn't have guys selling tons and tons of comics. I mean, comics are awesome. We all love comics. And I come full circle, and this is the autograph area again. Okay. Nice little walk around the dealer room floor of the convention. Here's a little group shot of me and my travel companions. I'm wearing a Sheldon Cooper costume, but only one guy really recognized it as such, and that's because he was selling the doll wearing the same costume. You saw the doll in the walkthrough from right before. So yeah, this is the last picture we took on the first day, and now we're gonna start on all the pictures I took on the second day. It's always cool to walk around the con floor. You get to see people in all the costumes, some of them from new properties, some from more nostalgic stuff, some from, like, this is a Kamen Rider. Yeah, I don't think that show's even been imported to America. There's always some great superhero cosplays that look awesome. Look, it's Kirk and Khan from the very beginning of the video. I always prefer the mirror mask for Cobra. It looks so much better than the hood. And of course, there's always some people that want to take a picture with me. Then again, this day I was dressed as Castiel, and everybody loves this costume. I really got to get around to decorating my own Mallow. Oh, this is one of my favorites, Cosmos. Yeah, she said that this costume is made mostly out of craft foam, and it's held up for 4 years, which is impressive. Oh, this is another one of my favorites, great Pearl costume. Oh, and Giant Balloon Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Let's get some live video of him. Hey, can you move around? I'm getting video.
Jason, get home. Doctor Who?
Actually, I'm Cass. Although Doctor Who did dress like this once, so I can understand the mistake. That is so cool. Look at him dance. Look at giant dancing marshmallow man. Yay. Yeah, Ghostbusters is always good. This little Jinx is just adorable. Some guy came as a Re-Dead. I couldn't beat Ocarina of Time for 2 years because of those things. Great Mass Effect cosplay here. That's just awesome. I don't really know any of the character names in Mass Effect, but I love the character designs. Hilarious Rita Repulsa. She just had to have a picture with me, too. Here's something I never thought I'd see side by side. Batman and Pinhead. Unacceptable! So yeah, like, we got a whole bunch of cool stuff. So many great ideas, so many faithful representations, and you even see how some people can make really cool stuff with low budget. Like, here's an Ant-Man helmet made of duct tape. Oh, and Rom Space Knight. I almost fell over when I saw someone dressed as Rom Space Knight, and he has a rig costume, so let's get some video. And of course, Rom, Warrior of Metal, is wired for lights, just like the toy was wired with a bunch of electric gimmicks. Got some lights in the back.
Ready?
And he's got light up eyes.
Alright, one more. Keep the gun up, and then when I say action, put the gun down. So go ahead, put the gun up. Where you had it? There we go. And action. Perfect, Mike.
That's awesome.
Of course, there's also a great Trekkie presence, and I did sit on a few panels. One was George Takei's. This is a great man. He can have you crying 1 minute and then laughing your ass off the next. At his panel, he told us all kinds of amazing stories, like Like when he saw Snow White while he was living in the Japanese internment camps in World War II, or hilarious travel stories of how he barely managed to get to a convention in time, and then William Shatner asked him, "What the hell kept you so long?" It's like, "You don't want to know, Captain." How he had a hilarious nickname, George Take One, on the set, because he was such a good actor, he almost never had to take second takes unless they needed to change the lighting. And he actually helped build. He was actually instrumental in the city planning to make the Sacramento public transportation system, which is the newest subway in the United States right now. I could just go on for hours about George Takei, but let's just move on to the rest of the costumes and stuff. So let's just keep looking at more costumes. Great Firestar. That's the girl from Lollipop Chainsaw. Never played the game, so I don't remember her. You always gotta love a good Power Girl. There's just so many. Like the evil Spock from the Goatee universe. It's also great when you see children wearing costumes. It's just so nice to see little kids getting into this kind of thing. And I think that, well, by now I stopped differentiating between the days, so I don't remember where the transition is. So you're going to be seeing both Saturday and Sunday's photos in this. I'm still wearing Castiel, so I know that we're still in the Saturday. That dead shot is actually part of like a web series. There's a panel about a web series thing. Something about Nightwing, I forget. But it was cool. They showed us a trailer. It's awesome. We see all kinds of great stuff. Like Futurama, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings. There's like you got like no. It's a very broad con. There's like no themes. Dr. Evil and Mr. Bigglesworth, just in case some people don't recognize Austin Powers. Oh God, there's just so many great costumes here. So many. And of course, one of the last people I met at the end of the day was after this Putty Patrol guy was the one and only Steve Urkel. Did I do that? It's hilarious to see that. Those are spring steel, like pogo stick stilts. When he runs, he bounces around like a kangaroo. Just for the record. You should see him run. It's quite epic. There he goes. Hey, look at little Batman facing him down. Man, the zoom in this camera is awesome.